teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFB, and let's get it going. From inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. And he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. On the option, it's a keeper. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, It's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass is picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the receiver's got it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Catch made on the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes a quick catch. He makes the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. Catch made in space. Look out. You make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
And the Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Takes the grab, a chance to score. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. The quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Touchdown, Oklahoma, as they fight back here in this playoff game. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the running back takes the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 current.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Pressure is coming. It's an out route. The catch made. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Designs the quick throw.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw over the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up the 16. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He makes the grab. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He'll lose a few yardage. That's going to be the final play of the first. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's brought down there.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
Well, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he's got it again. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the...
Really traveling for a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. And the tight end grabs it over the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit. Does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. That is broken up and incomplete.
Well, when you go against man-to-man coverage, you need some help from the quarterback. It's easy to look at the quarterback and say, why didn't you make this throw? But his intended target needs to get some separation against that man coverage to be able to open up the opportunity.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw yet again. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield on play action.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
A quick throw out left, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Bringing it out, it's Presley. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. A draw to the back, going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's swarmed by the defense. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. First and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
After a really nice game there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, as you know, this first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something that they can build off when they get back out there after halftime.
Now the try for the two-point conversion. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Team out there now to get this second half underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. But he's got some space here. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. And tackled after a small pickup there. second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Using his legs on the scramble. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29. That game makes it 2nd and medium. A handoff to the back. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
They'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Sooners offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Second down play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Urgency now for the offense that hates it come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Catch made on the out route. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Past the 30. Big screen over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Auburn. He wins the foot race to the end zone. It's an easy job for the play call, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Presley. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pitch to the back. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Play fake, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. The Sooners keep the football on the move.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. And the Sooners come to the line in a hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. The quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Third down, out of the shotgun. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Moves out of the pocket. Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Throws it to the right. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Touchdown, Auburn. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. An inside give now from the shotgun. Moves the ball up to the 30. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Now it's 2nd down here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he make it to the marker? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Look out, room to run here. First down and more, he's still running. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Offense getting set. It's second down. Breaks into open space. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense. And this time, they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
It's a quick grab. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory.